Hey everyone, we're back for Chapter 2 of the Adventures of Will Irving, Automaton Trouble. Here we go. What was that guy talking about, Will? Emily anxiously asked as she gently swabbed the cut on Will's head. Who is he? Just some guy looking for someone, Will answered nonchalantly as he moved to sit up in the armchair into which Emily had helped him. Thanks, Sam. I think I'm okay now. Well, you might not be bleeding anymore, but I'm not sure you're okay just yet. I may be only 10 years old, but I'm not dumb, Will, Emily chided. That guy seemed like a big meanie to me. He's trouble, isn't he? Nothing I can't handle, sis. And nothing you need to worry about, Will stated. Promise? Emily said with a pensive expression. Promise, Will lovingly reassured as he pulled his little sister into a warm embrace. After a few moments, Emily pulled back from her brother and wiped a tear from her eye with the back of her hand. What's the matter, Em? Will asked compassionately. I don't want anything bad to happen to you. I don't want to lose you too, Emily responded quietly. You won't lose me, Emmy, Will said as he reached out to hold Emily's hand. You don't know that for sure. Mom and Dad said the same thing, Emily said sadly and then hesitated. I miss them, Will. Me too, Will said. Emily let go of Will's hand and walked over to the wall where a framed picture of two men was hanging. The caption, Walter Irving and Henry Marsden, was embossed on a small golden plate on the bottom of the frame. Do you think Dad is ever coming back? Emily wondered aloud. I don't know, Em. It's been nearly 2 years since he left. Something tells me he isn't coming back, Will reflected. Maybe, Emily said with a tinge of hope. In 2 months, it'll be 3 years since Mom died. Yeah. Anything special you want to do this year? Will asked. I have a few ideas, but I haven't decided yet, Emily replied. Emily turned away from the picture on the wall, walked over behind the desk, threw away the swab she had used to tend to Will, and then began to walk back over to where her brother sat. As Emily rounded the corner of the desk, she suddenly stopped and picked something up from the desk. Hey, I know this woman, Emily said excitedly as she looked at the picture that she held in her hand. Where did you get this picture, Will? She's the reason I came here in the first place. I had forgotten all about it. And Julius brought it, Will replied. How do you know her? This was the person that Big Meanie was looking for? No wonder she was running, Emily said, her expression suddenly becoming serious. What are you talking about, Em? Will asked, his curiosity somewhat roused. I saw this woman earlier today. She was in a hurry, and it seemed like she was running or hiding from someone, Emily related. She ran past me and knocked me down. Didn't even say sorry or look at me. When I got up to brush myself off, I noticed that she had dropped this. As Emily walked over to where Will sat, she put her hand into her pocket, pulled out a small brooch, and held it out for Will to take. Will took the brooch and examined it briefly before giving it back to Emily. Well, it looks like you got a pretty little brooch out of the deal, huh? Will chuckled. What do you mean? I'm not going to keep it. We got to find her and give it back, Emily stated emphatically. Good luck with that, Will said apathetically. You mean you're not going to help? And you call yourself a private investigator, Emily derided. She's not a client, Em. So she's not my problem. Besides, she's probably just trouble, Will stated. She's not trouble, Will. She's in trouble. If that big meanie gets her, Emily pleaded. No, Emily, Will persisted. Then you're just a big meanie too, Emily scolded. At least say you'll think about it. Come on, Will. Besides, she's cute. All right, I'll think about it, Will conceded. But now I think it's time for us to head home. Will stood up and held his hand out to Emily. Emily looked grudgingly at her brother for a brief moment, and then she slowly broke into a cute smile and took his hand. Will led his sister out of the office and then turned to lock the door behind them. "Want to stop at Millie's for dinner?" Will asked as they walked down the hallway. "Sure. Can I get a shake?" Emily asked. Will smiled and shook his sister's hand vigorously, and she began to giggle. So that's chapter 2. We'll see you back for chapter 3.